Hey, Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Sorry, it took you a while to get on here. I was trying to boil water, and then I wanted to hurry and fix my Skeletor's armor, how it broke the other day. So I was super gluing that really quick, and it took a while to get the water boiled. And as you guys know, I put these error ones up for sale. You can click the link in my description if you want to get them. I'm going to set these aside. And so before I jump into Ric Flair, somebody asked me to make floor that was rounded all the way across the back, and I started to make it, and I was all excited about it working, and then the printer clogged up, and so the plastic stopped flowing, so it's as tall as it got. It didn't finish its whole height, but you can see the shape of it. And then of course the little triangle piece, if you wanted to add on to it, will also fit on there, and it's kind of hard to adjust this with it being so short. Let me take the error one here. So you guys can see kind of how it will look, and you can see it'll just continue on as one big giant circle. And I'm not going to finish printing it. Now, a fun fact, look at that. You had dinner with Ric Flair. How cool is that? And so for those that have already ordered, pre-ordered, if you changed your mind, you'd rather have a rounded one, let me know and I'll change your order. We're going to call these ones the rounded back, the exclusive, because it's different. But I actually like the square better. You can see how much space you've lost going from the round to the square. Oh, I got all these figures in the way from my other videos that I was working on. So you can see exactly how I made it. It's literally, I just took an arc and put it all the way across, so it's the same size on the sides. It's just you lose this space right here. Like I said, I like the square better, but I know some people said they wanted the round part, so I did design one that can be round. But when it's done, it will actually have the texture and everything else on it too. Anyway. Yeah, Ethan says he prefers the square as well. Yeah, the round one, I mean, it's kind of cool because then if you have the extra piece, it's round all the way around. But the castle's supposed to be square, and that's what, you know, it's like, well, it's the wrong shape if you have a round one. But anyway, for those that wanted it, I did make the model for it, and if you decide you want it as a pre-order, just let me know and I will change it out. The price will be the same. It still takes the same amount of work to resin coat it and everything else. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to business. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this error one back in when I have them on eBay, just so I have something in here for looks. Burp. There we go. All right, so Ric Flair. So what happened was I was at Walmart trying to find figures, like always. And while I was there, I couldn't find any figures at all. And I was like, what the heck? And so oh, if you're asking how much the floors are, there's a link in the description, which will go through the whole video explaining. It's like a 5-minute video or less, the prices and different price points. There's 4 price points. All right, so I was trying to find He-Man Origins figures or even the Masterverse, and they didn't have anything at my Walmart. But they did have a couple WWE stars sitting there. And I was looking at this one going, you know, this one could probably work for a custom figure really easily because his wrists are bare and he has no tattoos that I can see, and he has the same skin tone and his legs are bare. So you could easily mix him with just about any figure you want. Like, you know, if you wanted to do a Fisto without a fist or something, or something else, it's really easy to mix. Like, actually, you know what? His skin tone is really close to Fisto. I was thinking also you can make a 2000X He-Man out of him, which of course they're making one anyway, so no need for that anymore. Or if you want to make another Ninjor, of course the color difference is slightly different. But this isn't Ninjor's arms anyway. I'd have to look at the actual real Ninjor head. But let's see, where's the real Ninjor? Real Ninjor, there you are. I guess his skin tone doesn't match the arms I used anyway. That's funny. So I guess it won't really matter too much. All right, anyway, let's get Ric Flair open and check him out. Let me look at your guys' comments. Lewis says, I believe the price increases because of soft goods. Actually, I don't think this costs that much more. When I bought them on at Walmart, I think the price was comparable to Origins. All right, so let's see. Radical Toys is here. Thanks for joining me. Loraxoroyan, thanks for being here. Dorky Hippie 81, thanks for being here. Ethan, thanks for being here. Radical Toys. Black Phoenix 77. Jinx, thanks for being here. Louise, thanks for being here. Let's see, who did I miss? Anybody? Mike Fee, thanks for being here, man. All right, so the back of the box shows WWE superstars, the Nature Boy, styling and profiling. The back is pretty lackluster. I mean, it's just a black and white. It's just a black line drawing on white. And even the bottom's black and white. So they really did not, really spring for any colors. Now, when I was there looking, the figures they had were these three. Honky Tonk Man wasn't there. But I forget what it was in the other figures. There was things that would not have worked for customs very easily. Like I said, this one, it looks like he's pretty bare everywhere. So for a custom, lots of flexibility. And he has a microphone. How fun is that? All right, so let's go ahead and bust him out of the back, out of the box. There's no comic. Obviously, it's a different brand, even though they use the same body style. What I'm curious is he going to be able to come apart? Or is he going to be solid where he can't come apart? Wow, he comes with lots of extra hands. Now that is cool. I'd rather have lots of extra hands than to have a comic that I'm not going to read. So I might be able to use some of those hands on some of their figures. Too bad none of them were green for Man-at-Arms. You know what? Maybe I should just give my Man-at-Arms... Oh well. I actually wanted the green for the Skeletor, so that won't work. I was going to give him skin tone hands, but Skeletor wouldn't work. So we got an open hand, we got closed fists, so that's cool. 2 open hands and some closed fists, 2 closed fists. So you can, have him put his hand on his face or punch him or whatever else. Fun. Yeah, my kids, they used to have a bunch of wrestling figures. It's pretty cool. The ones they now have retro, I believe, on Super 7, I think it is. I'm not sure. I don't remember who's doing the retro ones. Ooh. Let's just bust them out of there. Ugh. It's so much easier than trying to mess with the scissors. Well, he's a wrestler, right? He can just... Ugh. There we go. So he comes with his bathrobe. In case he wants to take a shower, he's ready to go. So there is the Flair of Rickness. So here's the microphone. So you guys can take a look at that. It's got WWE on the front of it, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, they are like Remco wrestlers. You're right. Now let's take off his bathrobe and let's see if he actually is. All right, so cool. He does seem to have the same body as... Oh, there goes classic He-Man. No. Dude, stand. I can't stand. So I have him in that weird stance because I was checking the height of him compared to the other figures, so I wanted to make him shorter. All right, so you can see the molds look very similar, if not identical. You know what, though? This plastic does look cheaper. I don't know what it is. It just has a less expensive feel to it. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know if it's... Here, let me show you. Let me zoom this in. It has like some weird kind of texturing on it. Like the plastic was recycled or something. I'm not sure if that's what I'm seeing. And then on this side, he has like a flat spot. I don't know. It just looks really strange. See, like with He-Man, he doesn't have, that I can tell, those same type of markings. Oh well. All right, let's see if his arms come off. Ooh, hey, they do. Hooray. Of course, I'm sure his head comes off. Cool. And let's see if his waist comes apart. Oh, it does. Cool. So it seems like it has a lot of the same features we're used to. So that can be pretty cool. All right. Yep, same as Masters of the Universe Origins, and same as the other WWE figures that we got in the past. So that's kind of cool. So it's kind of cool too. Is just a couple swaps, and you could just make this into this guy pretty easily. Like he's shirtless in the middle of a fight or something. Like he pulled off his shirt and he's ready to go to town. I'm ready. Oh no. Does it have sparkles on it? No. Nope, I don't see any. Okay, cool. All right. So you could have some fun doing some really quick swaps. So that's pretty cool. So close, but not quite. But let's just rip his arm off and see. That's not too bad. I mean, you might not notice that it's a different arm. So if you wanted to go fistless, so you can have Fisto fistless, or Malcolm. I'm Malcolm. And then he could then swap out. Yeah, actually pull this off. Nope. So it's interesting. I wonder, when Malcolm takes his fist off, would he still have his wrist cuff on? So it may make sense that you don't have a wrist cuff, actually, as I was going to try to add one on there. You know, because then you could have a regular arm. Oh, I got a funny idea. We could give him a larger hand. And we'll give him Andre's hand. Dun dun dun. There we go. There's Fisto with his metal fist off. Ooh. All right, let's look at your guys' comments. Now he's just Hando. Oh, the whole Andre the Giant arm? Okay. Let's just see what that looks like. Let's put the metal cuff back on. And the hand. There we go. Ooh. Actually, you know what? That does look kind of cool. He does look a little lopsided there. But you know, if you were to change out the forearm and just put the fist forearm on there, that could be kind of cool having a larger bicep. I mean, the skin tone doesn't quite match exactly, but because the armor's in between there, you don't really notice too much. Okay, it's time to give him both arms. What the heck? Fisto, you are going to be symmetrical for the first time in your life. Oh, that looks so cool. You can make a really monster beefy guy. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Let's see. Ric Flair for He-Man. Oh. It's not fit on there very good. Ugh. Now it's fun because Ric Flair has extra hands. We could put a fist on here still. That way Fisto's still a punching dude. They didn't square the knuckles. Square the knuckles, Mattel. Everyone knows for a good punch you need those square knuckles, man. Oh. It looks so small. That's funny looking. Look at my puny hands. The Mr. T figure would have been fun. Would have been cool. Alright. The swappability of these figures are so much fun. It's so cool to think. Actually, it looks cool that way too. Let's make sure his boots are removable as well. I'm sure they are. Oh, and they are. Now to get these knee pads off, the best way to get them off is to heat up the knee and take it apart right there at the joint. So if you're going to customize, you're going to want to pull that knee joint right there. So let's go ahead and dunk them in some hot water. And get that knee joint apart. A loose Mr. T. Nice. All right, I'll be right back. I need to find the head I'm looking for. That's soaking. Nope. Nope. There we go. That's a bummer. All I have is the tan heads. Oh. Yeah, all I have is the tan 2000X head, so it's probably not going to quite work the way I want. So you can see I buy them in different shades of tan, so I can try on different figures. This one does look lighter though. But it's still too tan. I do have a lighter head. It's packed away in a box though. But where is that guy? There we go. He's got some wrist cuffs that I can steal. I just need some armor. Let's see what we can find over here. Whew. All right, 2000X E-Man box, where are you? All right, well, I can't find any 2000X armor, but I did find some armor from King Grayskull. We'll use that. That looks pretty close to 2000X for right now. Later I can go back and get the right armor. Of course, he does have the wrong shorts, though, so that's kind of a bummer. I didn't realize that or think about that. Whew, hot, hot, hot. There we go. Ugh. So I gotta find some brown shorts to use for him. I think I have a He-Man in here with no legs. Where are you, no-legged He-Man? Someday I gotta organize these figures. There he is. No leg He-Man. Just stick those on there. Of course, no leg He-Man has no boots either. So he's bootless He-Man too. So we need to find some boots. All right. See, this is why I need to plan ahead. If I planned ahead, this would make it a lot easier. Chink. Very 2000X-ish looking. He will stick his hand that can hold stuff back on. Yeah, you can see the skin tones is too different. Like I said, I do have one that's the right skin tone. I should pull that out. Put this back in the bag so I don't scratch the paint on it. All right. Now I gotta find some good boots. Yeah, thought here's some good boots, but it's attached to an 80s He-Man figure. That's not gonna work. That's funny. Here's that Fisto head I made a long time ago. Actually, you know what? That matches pretty good. I'll just use that for now. Oh, here's some dark brown boots. Oops. I think they're Ram Man's boots that I stole a while ago. There we go. Now let's stick on the classics armor. Oop. Dun da da. Dun da 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 da. Dun da da da. Da da da. All right, we're gonna have to switch out the head though. Yes, it's kind of cool. Fisto was He-Man, but I actually still want to get the right head on there. Oh, I left the lid off my super glue. I was busy gluing that figure and never put the lid back on. My Skeletor. Skeletor! Alright, where is that box of He-Man figures? Fistman. You know what? We could do this. Green Skeletor. Telling you, some of the best boots for color are Man-at-Arms boots. If you get extra Man-at-Arms, his darker brown boots work great. They are really cool. Some of my favorites. There we go. Oh, I got the wrong side though. No. Where's the other arm? There it is. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, he's got the big doughy arm. Just looks like a bad cartoon. This big old doughy arm. Oh, oh. Now, normally this is glued on. That's why it keeps coming off. It's not made to be removed. On King Grayskull, they used to glue them on. But this one's not glued on because it's a China knockoff version of the armor. There we go. We'll just leave him like that for now. His new arch enemy, Green Skull. I am Green Skull. I am Fist Man. All right. Hey, thanks, Matthew Lee. Yeah, I had fun making that Skeletor. Yeah, I like to make lots of cool custom Skeletors. Like, here's my Suntan Skeletor. Suntan Skeletor. And it's actually made from a Webster body. It's supposed to look like Leo version, because the Leo Skeletor was darker blue. And then I also have this Skeletor that is actually all the armor from the 2-pack Kildor. So I had to swap the face out to get the non-jeweled eye look and have it still match the color. So I think these feet I stole from Webster to get the darker blue. But yeah, I have a lot of fun customizing Skeletors. All right. And for those that didn't see my video last time, did you check out my cool mouse pad? Ooh, the mouse pad of souls. Dun, dun, dun. I have this picture on my Instagram if you guys want to download it to make your own mouse pad. I just went to Walmart to get it. But on my Instagram, links in the description, you'll find two versions of this picture. One's high res and one's low res. I thought they were both pretty good res, but somebody said, can you make it a higher res? So I made a higher res version and put it on there. So if you want to print your own The Will of Souls mouse pad, the picture is on my Instagram. One soul said I got Super Friends Batmobile and the vintage Ertl Fall Guy Truck. Nice. I saw that. Yeah, 55 bucks. I'm really debating whether to buy any of them. I'm thinking of buying two of them. I kind of want to get Chitara, is that her name? I can never say her name right. The girl. And I also want to get Mumra because the face is different. The face doesn't look like a cat. But is the skin color going to match, or am I going to have to paint it? So I kind of want Mumra just for his head, and then I want Chitara just because I think she's taller. When they have all the figures together, it looks like she's the same height as Lion-O. Now, it could just be the artist cut the pictures out and put them together in the same picture and made her just the same height. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot and see. But I know 55 bucks for a shot to see if it's right or not. It's pretty spendy. All right, I have not fixed my lamp yet. As you can tell, it's pretty dim and dark and dingy in here. But eventually I will fix my light. I can't believe this. This is my box for my original figures from the 80s, and I have two in here. I have an original Tila, and then I'm supposed to have my original He-Man in there, but he has not been put away yet. And his sword is somewhere, so I'm going to put him away now so I don't forget to put them back away. Where is his sword? Where is your sword of power, man? Without it, you cannot transform into the mighty He-Man. There it is. Whoop. There's a sort of power. Power. All right. And there's my original He-Man and Tila from the 80s. Not commemorative. The actual ones. Thundar tank. Yeah, the Thundercats line does look amazing. I've gotten everyone I can because they're so cool looking. And yes, I even ordered the stupid tank. I was glad they postponed it because I got it on Big Bad Toy Store, so I haven't actually paid for it yet. I'm like, oh, when that hits, it's going to be bad. You know what? Oh, well. I'm not going to do any more transform. Dude, where's your arm? How are you supposed to go around when you're armless? There you go. Now you're armed and ready to go. So which head's better? The 80s head or the new Origins head for Fisto? Mike V. My Beastman modifications. Well, my printer's been busy printing floors, so I haven't made the new straps for my Beastman, so he's just been sitting there waiting. He'll probably be about a month before I get back to working on him. That's how most projects are. Mike Feast's 80 head. Black Phoenix 77, they're both equal. What the heck? They are close enough. Yep. I don't know. I wish all their wrist cuffs came off like that. That is so cool. Then you can do a whole lot of mixing and matching. And you know, the original He-Man comic book, he didn't have one on his left arm at all. In fact, you know what? Let's take a look at that. Let's see the comic. I'm not sure which one I have in this box here. Well, this is the replica one, so this is not the original comic. But I believe, let me see, He-Man, he has no wrist cuffs on there. And he has just one on his right only. And here, it's on his right, but nothing on his left. And same here, on his right, nothing on the left. So the original design, he only had one on his right, and his left was completely blank. And then, of course, they added that little shield that he wears all the time. As you can see in the original toy. And it's funny, this little shield always reminded me of Big Jim, how he had the armband. Which, of course, as you guys know, the original design was off of Big Jim anyway. They added clay to him to add muscles. So, it makes sense that there's a lot of Big Jim references in these figures. Alright. I think that is it. I am sweating so much, a drip just fell on my arm from my head, so it is time to get out of this hot room. I'm going to start the live camera on the floors. Because this floor messed up that round one, as you can see, it just clogged. No! I am going to go ahead and print the next person in line. So we're working on number 3. So if you are, so you can see that number 3 is going to be printed soon. So you can kind of see the shape difference. So if you're number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, we have 8 people now on the wait list. You can see where you're at on the list. So number 3, I'm going to start printing yours. It's already being printed now. I'm just going to start the live feed so you can check that out. All right, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next video. Let's see any final comments. The air conditioning's in the other room. I know, we got one of those portable ones. Wow. Big Bad Toy Store has a pre-order for Wave 5 again. Nice. Fisto and Faker. The left arm wasn't special enough. Tita's hair changes through the comic. Yes, it does. Malcolm is redhead or brunette. He's supposed to be more redhead. We might be late for foreign planets. So I have to reverse Fisto's head. Oh, nice, good idea. Let's see. I've been thinking about painting the Havoc staff and sword of power. We got my son the Origins He-Man and Skeletor. Nice, Steven. My Keldor doesn't say shipped yet. Yeah, mine doesn't either. I didn't get any Keldor news either. Why don't you put your vintage figures in the Origins empty box? Yep, I did with just the one, with my $1, but that's a good idea. I do those other two too. All right, that's all I got, you guys. And if you want, you can hang out in the lounge later. If you haven't joined the lounge yet, the link's in the bottom. It's called Facebook chat in my description. So click it, ask to join. I believe any member can approve any other member, so feel free to approve other members as they come in. Move that out of the way. And again, for those that already ordered, if you want the rounded back, just let me know and I'll change your order before I print. Thanks to whoever bought up the toy store near you. Eh. All right. Anyway, good journey. Bye now.